buying in launch day and assuming 3 to 5 year exit and new benchmark prices, that worries me. So now moving on to 2023. So what worries me about 2023? Okay, so it's not all going to be a bed of roses, right? And you're going to be thinking I'm full of crap if I just keep telling you 2023 is going to be a bed of roses. So personally, what concerns me moving into 2023? Number one, undersupply versus uncertainty. What do I mean by that? Number one, so undersupply. The matter of fact, the fact is that the market is severely undersupplied at this point in time. And it will continue to be undersupplied. Number one, like just now I said, the developers are terrified. The developers aren't throwing money all over the place, bidding up lands and providing us with houses. Oh no, that's a good thing, okay? So that the market don't go into oversupply situation like we did. We were very close to hitting in 2018 before the government stepped in and put a halt to that.
Hello, sorry to interrupt. We'd like to take the opportunity to thank you for watching the video and also to share why we do what we do. It's to empower consumers with hard facts and figures, quality research and real-life examples to allow them to make the most informed property decisions. So if you found our videos useful, the only thing we ask for is for you to smash that like and subscribe button so that the YouTube algorithm can push out our videos to more consumers. Thank you, and back to the video.
Number two, and I think this one is probably not sensed as much in the general market, is the fact that ABSD and the continued increase in ABSD, it's also locking up supply, especially for people currently holding 2 properties and above. What do I mean by that? So I've have some clients that are old school investors, people that have bought their properties pre-cooling measures, pre-2013. And to them, there's really no need to sell their properties right now, because if they sell, they cannot buy back. Okay, so unless they are going like, you know what, I want to sell everything, cash out, go and enjoy my retirement. Yes, right. On this part, I've had another video talking about the different types of demand and different types of supply in the market, right? In terms of people exiting because of needs-based move, upgrading, investment exit, swapping their investment for another investment. On that one, with all this ABSD, if they have 2 or more properties, 3 or more properties, it's very, very hard to execute. They have to restructure their entire portfolio. If not, they will incur ABSD charges. So with that, that actually sucks out another chunk of supply in the market. So generally across the board, the Singapore property market is in low undersupply situation. So now that is okay, and that's not resulting in a huge spike in prices now in this year. Why? Because of the uncertainty, the high interest rates. But to be honest, the high interest rates, right, it's just halting demand, in my opinion. It's not eliminating demand, because the demand for upgrading is still there. The demand for swapping their property for another property is still there. And if the uncertainty is reduced, right, the Fed, the US Fed gets interest rates under control. People get over the whole war in Ukraine and everything. Then the uncertainty is reduced. Then demand is going to come back into the market and come back hard and fast. And now, can the government tweak the undersupply situation sufficiently to feed that demand to prevent a spike? So now, what I'm sharing with you, right, is. And what worries me about this, it's more mid to long term as opposed to the short term. Over in the short term later, I will give you my predictions. But this really concerns me, because if it's not managed properly and once all the uncertainty is pushed away, because I see how much cash there is in the Singapore household is holding. I see the earning power of Singaporeans, and I also see more money coming into Singapore because of our performance during COVID. And all of that seems to me like the loading up of a spring. Yeah, and if there's not enough supply feeding it, we may end up seeing a huge spike in prices, maybe a year out from now, a year and a half, 2 years out from now. Okay? Number two, right? What worries me as well, because of that building up from the undersupply situation, really is the launch day FOMO. Yeah. So a lot of people are still adopting the whole mindset of like, you know, if you buy day one, you'll confirm make money. While I say generally that should be okay, it scares me that the people are buying at new benchmark prices with a 3 to 5 year sort of exit in mind. Of course, I wish them the best, but I just feel point 2 and point 3, maybe I can summarize it, and I hope you understand where I'm coming from. We are entering into a new norm. So, you know, 2%, 3%, 4% mortgage interest rates will be the new norm moving forward. Because the fact was that all that cash that was fed into the market, what the US Fed can't really pull them out, so all those liquidity has already been fed and multiplied, right? If you know economics, multiplied into the real estate, into not just real estate, basically into the whole financial system already. And we can't really afford to bring interest rates down too much, at least in the midterm, okay? Without causing crazy inflations and whatnot. So we have to accept that. And what scares me and what worries me is that the Singapore real estate market, Singaporeans sort of are utilizing the frameworks and what worked in the last 10 years, where interest rates were close to zero, and applying those strategies and those assumptions into the next 10 years, that where interest rates will be 3 to 4%. Number one, that concerns me. Because what used to work in a low interest rate environment may not work in a high interest rate, slightly higher interest rate environment. The next thing is that in the last 10 years, that low interest rate environments have also been coupled with a significant pickup from low number of MOPs to high number of MOPs, and that has helped OCR prices shoot up significantly from a gap of close to 80% between OCR and CCR, narrowing down today to 20-30%. People entering at launch day OCR and at new OCR benchmark prices today are sort of assuming that that gap will be re-established again, especially if you're thinking of a 3 to 5 year exit. If you're thinking of slightly longer term, you know, that's fine, right? The Singapore, there's a lot of liquidity in the market, demand is still strong, so you'll be fine 8 to 10 years, right? But I think buying in launch day and assuming 3 to 5 year exit at new benchmark prices, that worries me. I don't know whether you can make money. I can't say with confidence that you'll be able to make money then, okay? So that's on point 2 and point 3, okay? Point 4, all right, which I think is what most of us are worried about. You know, market is worried about, right? Interest rates, recessions, job loss, basically all the external noises that's sort of holding back or impacting the market. And to answer this, I won't answer them myself. I will borrow the wisdom of the Monetary Authority of Singapore, and they have done a fantastic job every year to answer all those concerns of ours, right? But not many people read them because 120 over pages, 121 pages to be exact. So I've read them so that you don't have to, okay? All you need to do is just listen, okay? But if you don't want to read them, you can just type this into Google and they'll bring you straight to the MAS website. You can read it. Very, very fresh, released only in November.